My name is Juliet. I'm 35 and a fiercely protective single mom to my 8-year-old daughter, Lily. Every year, we attend the big family gathering at my mother's house. Halfway through dinner, I realized Lily had been gone too long. I found her upstairs in the bathroom, sobbing, her long blonde hair completely shaved off. My sister Samantha stood there filming and laughing. "It's just a joke," she sneered. Something in me snapped. Being Lily's mom has been my greatest joy and hardest challenge since my divorce from Kevin 5 years ago. Despite his absence, we've built a loving home. Lily is sensitive and artistic. She's loved drawing and ballet, and her beautiful blonde hair had been her pride since she was 4, her trademark, her confidence. My younger sister Samantha, now 32, has always had a twisted mix of admiration and resentment toward me. As kids, she borrowed my clothes, copied my hairstyles, and dated boys I liked. Her pranks were always cruel, cutting holes in my prom dress, spreading lies to break up my college relationship, even spilling wine on my wedding dress with a smirk. Each time, our mother Margaret minimized her behavior. "You're overreacting," she'd say. My father Thomas stayed silent since Lily was born. I'd been hesitant to bring her to gatherings, but gave in for the sake of family ties. The night before this event, I braided Lily's hair into the style she'd picked from a magazine. She was so excited to show her cousins Zach and Abby, and she'd even made them bracelets. "Do you think Aunt Samantha will like my hair?" she asked. I remembered past incidents, cranberry sauce on Lily's dress, cheap gifts compared to Zach and Abby's, but told her she'd look beautiful. The next day we drove 45 minutes, Lily singing the whole way. My parents still lived in the house where Samantha and I grew up. When we arrived, the driveway was full. Balloons Ked the mailbox, and a banner stretched across the door. My father, grilling outside, lit up at the sight of Lily. "There's my butterfly," he said, hugging her. "Look at those braids." She twirled proudly. Aunt Patricia, always the voice of reason, greeted us warmly and wore Lily's bracelet with genuine joy. The yard buzzed with cousins and chatter. Lily ran off to play with Zach and Abby, while Patricia linked her arm through mine. Inside, Mom was arranging snacks, her smile cool as always. "Juliet, there you are. I thought you weren't coming," she said pointedly. She quickly launched into updates about Zach and Abby's achievements, as usual ignoring Lily's. For the next hour, I distracted myself with small talk, unaware of what was about to unfold. Around 1:30 the front door opened and Samantha announced herself like she always did. "Hello everyone. The party can start now." She entered as if a spotlight followed her. Highlighted blonde hair, an expensive cut, designer jeans, and a blouse that probably cost more than my outfit. Her husband Derek trailed behind with a cake box, looking slightly harried. Samantha nodded coolly as she saw me. "Love the dress. Is it new?" The question sounded innocent, but I heard the implication. "Good to see you, Samantha," I replied, ignoring it. Derek gave an awkward smile. "Juliet, good to see you. Where can I put this cake?" My mother swooped in and took the box like it was a treasure. "Samantha got it from that French bakery downtown. It cost a fortune." Derek left for a beer. Aunt Patricia muttered, same old," and I actually smiled. The children burst through the back door, Lily leading, all excitement. "Zach says they have a new game upstairs." "Can I go?" she asked. Samantha materialized behind them, placing a hand on Zach's shoulders like she owned him. Her eyes flicked to Lily's braids. "My, what elaborate braids," she aid. "Someone's trying very hard to be the center of attention." "Lily helped design them," I said. "She's been looking forward to showing everyone." Samantha gave a tight smile. "Well, go on up, kids. Abby can show you the way." I almost said no, but with relatives watching, I didn't want to seem paranoid. Let her go, I told myself. She should get to bond with her cousins. For the next half hour, I relaxed, until I saw Samantha slip away toward the stairs. A small knot of unease tightened in my stomach. Upstairs was eerily quiet for 8 kids. Only a muffled video game sound leaked down. While helping Patricia with dessert plates, she mentioned something odd. Samantha had bought electric hair clippers the day before, said she was cutting Derek's hair at home to save money. Patricia shook her head. Strange, considering she spent $200 on that cake. My hand stilled. Hair clippers. I'd seen them in her purse. Cousin Rachel told me in a low voice that Samantha had been fired from the marketing firm last month, some scandal about misusing company funds. That explained Samantha's tension and Derek's discomfort. My mother was talking to Uncle Bill about it, minimizing things as usual. I said I was just going to check on Lily. Derek avoided my eyes by the window, which only made me more uneasy. Upstairs, Zach's room held the usual kids, no Lily. The guest room and my old bedroom were empty. Then I heard sobbing behind a bathroom door. Lily, I knocked. A small voice. Go away. It's Mommy. Let me in, please. No, my heart pounded. Samantha leaned against the hallway wall, phone in hand, looking oddly pleased. Lily's upset about something I said. She waved off. Abby appeared from Zach's room, guilty, but Samantha cut her off and sent her downstairs. I opened the locked bathroom door, but I froze. My beautiful daughter stood trembling on the tile, her head completely shaved, jagged patches of stubble where the clippers missed, her long blonde hair in chunks around her like fallen flags. Her red, swollen eyes met mine with such shame, I felt sick. Mommy, she whispered and burst into fresh tears. I dropped to my knees and held her. Oh my God, Lily, who did this to you? Behind me, Samantha laughed. Don't be so dramatic, Juliet. It's just hair. She was recording. You did this, I said, my voice unreal. Samantha said matter-of-factly she'd done it because everyone's always fawning over her precious hair. She showed me the video of Zach and Abby pinning Lily while she ran the clippers over her head. Say goodbye to your princess hair, she mocked. People had gathered in the hallway. My father pushed in, aghast. What have you done, Samantha? It's just a joke, she rolled her eyes. Some relatives stared in shock. Others tried to hide smiles. My mother looked annoyed at the disruption, then hardened. Well, it's certainly not stylish, but it will grow back. I could not believe what I heard. Samantha announced proudly that she'd posted the video to the family group chat. It's hilarious. She screamed like we were killing her. Lily buried her face against me, the towel around her shoulders soaked with tears. I saw the jealousy in Samantha's eyes, exactly the same look she'd given me when I was the one receiving attention. This time she'd targeted my child. Zach and Abby had helped hold her down. Abby had whispered she'd told Mom they should stop, but Mom had said Lily needed to toughen up. The bathroom felt too small, too hot. 5 years of building Lily's confidence were torn away in minutes. Rage and sorrow uncoiled inside me. This wasn't only hair, it was power and cruelty enabled by years of excuses that I stood, keeping Lily close. The crowd parted as I carried her down the stairs, my mind already made up. Where do you think you're going? Samantha called, still filming. Don't be such a killjoy. We're about to have dinner. I ignored her and focused on getting Lily somewhere safe. My mother followed, insisting I was overreacting. It was just a silly prank, she said. I stopped at the bottom of the stairs and forced my voice level despite the fury. A prank is a whoopee cushion or a fake spider. This was assault. They held her down and cut off her hair while she begged them to stop. Aunt Patricia gasped and clasped Lily. Oh my God, you poor sweet child. Samantha sauntered down, still recording. The video already has 20 likes in the family chat, she crowed. That was the last straw. I handed Lily to Patricia, crossed the room in 3 quick strides, and slapped my sister so hard the phone flew from her hand. The room fell silent. Samantha clutched her cheek, eyes wide. For a brief, satisfying moment, she looked afraid. You crazy bitch, she hissed. I leaned in, my voice low and steady. If you ever come near my daughter again, if you ever post or share that video, I'll press charges for assault on a minor. I'll get a restraining order, and everyone will know what kind of person you are. I picked up her phone, deleted the video, and tossed it back. You can't delete it, Samantha smirked. It's already saved to the cloud. Then enjoy explaining to the police how you uploaded evidence of yourself assaulting a child. I replied coldly. My mother rushed to Samantha, checking her cheek as if she'd been gravely injured. How dare you hit your sister in my house? After everything we've done for you and that child. What exactly have you done for Lily, Mom? Besides ignoring, belittling, and now defending someone who assaulted her. Don't be so self-righteous, Mom snapped. This is why no one wanted you to bring that bastard child into this family. She's been nothing but drama since the day you announced your pregnancy. The room froze. My father's face turned ashen. Margaret, that's enough, he said, but the damage was done. What did you just say about my daughter? I demanded, and Mom's eyes widened, but pride held her back. You heard me. Kevin had doubts about her paternity. Why do you think he's barely involved? But we accepted her anyway despite the embarrassment. I was stunned. Kevin and I had been married when Lily was conceived. He never doubted her paternity. This was a lie Mom had been nurturing for years. Mom, that's not true, Samantha muttered, looking uneasy. Kevin certainly implied it to me, Mom insisted. Why else would he abandon you? He didn't abandon us, I said firmly. We divorced because we grew apart. He sees Lily every other weekend. You know that. Not for 6 months, Mom countered. Convenient you left that out. It was true Kevin had moved to Seattle for work, but we managed with video calls and planned visits. Mom had twisted it into something cruel. I don't know what lies you tell yourself, but Lily is Kevin's daughter. And even if she weren't, she's mine. She's your granddaughter. And you've shown you don't deserve her. I turned to leave, but Samantha blocked my path. So righteous. Saint Juliet, always the victim. But now everyone knows the truth. No wonder you're so protective. Guilty conscience. I looked at her with pity. You're so consumed with jealousy you assaulted an 8-year-old child. What does that say about you? It says I'm not afraid to take what I want, she spat. Unlike you, hiding behind your daughter because your life is pathetic. My father stepped between us. That's enough. Juliet, take Lily home. Aunt Patricia appeared. Lily's in your car. I'll get her backpack. As I gathered our things, Mom and Samantha argued in heated whispers. Derek stood awkwardly. I'm sorry, he said. I didn't know she'd do that. I would have stopped it. You knew about the clippers. I accused. He looked away. I thought they were for me. She said she'd cut my hair to save money, since she lost her job. That doesn't excuse what she did to Lily. I know. It was wrong. I'll talk to her. Goodbye, Derek. As I reached the door, Mom tried once more. If you leave now, don't come back. Family loyalty still matters. I turned, scanning the relatives who had watched in silence. Family loyalty? Real loyalty means protecting the vulnerable and standing against cruelty. If this is your definition of family, we're better off without it. I walked out, in the car. Lily sat wrapped in a blanket, her eyes swollen. I'm sorry, Mommy, she whispered. I tried to stop them. Oh, baby, this isn't your fault. You have nothing to be sorry for. For the first time, as I drove away, I felt nothing but cold determination. The time for appeasing toxic family was over. Now, my only focus was healing my daughter and making sure those responsible faced consequences. Samantha was devastated, but my voice rose anyway. What about Lily? What about the child who was held down and violated by people she trusted? We know, my father said softly. She's the real victim here. That's why we've come. Samantha needs professional help, but she also needs family. And there it was. Not concern for Lily, but damage control for Samantha. What exactly are you asking me to do? I asked, though I already knew. Make a statement, my mother urged. Say it was a family misunderstanding, that you don't want it hurting Samantha's career. You want me to forgive her publicly to protect her? I asked, stunned. She's your sister, my mother pleaded. She held down my child and shaved her head while filming it for fun. And you want me to help her? Please, Juliet, my father said. Samantha made a terrible mistake, but this backlash could ruin her life. I looked at them, at my mother's manipulative desperation and my father's quiet conflict. I'd spent my life excusing Samantha, enduring my mother's favoritism, and suffering countless cruelties for the sake of harmony. But now, With them on my porch worrying more about reputation than Lily's trauma, something snapped. I'm not helping Samantha avoid consequences, I said firmly. I'm filing a police report and seeking a restraining order. You'd send your sister to jail over a haircut? Mom gasped. I'd hold an adult, accountable for assaulting a child. The fact she's my sister makes it worse, not better. Think of what this will do to the family, she insisted. I am thinking of family, my family. Lily. We're your family too, my father said quietly. Sadness filled me. Not for myself, but for the supportive family I'd never had. You made your choice yesterday when you defended Samantha instead of Lily. Don't pretend otherwise. We're trying to make it right, Mom protested. No, you're trying to fix things for Samantha. That's not the same. I handed back the gift bag. Lily doesn't need a wig. She needs people who will love and protect her. Until you decide to be those people, please leave us alone. I shut the door. When I turned, Lily stood in her pajamas, her shaved head bare. Was that Grandma and Grandpa? She asked. Yes, I admitted. They brought a present, but I sent them away. I hope that's okay. She nodded. I don't want their presents. I just don't want to feel scared anymore. I held her close. You won't have to, baby. Things will be different now. I promise. And this time I meant it. The next week blurred with decisive steps. On Monday, I filed a police report. Officers photographed Lily's shaved head and recorded her statement. Will Aunt Samantha go to jail? She asked. I don't know, sweetheart. But what she did was wrong, and there need to be consequences. We saw Dr. Bennett, a child psychologist. She praised Lily's scarf and met with her privately before telling me. She's experienced deep trauma, restrained by family, her autonomy violated, filmed while vulnerable. But you've removed her, you're holding them accountable, and you're getting her support. That's exactly what she needs. By Wednesday, with colorful scarves and hats, Lily returned to school. Her best friend Zoe arrived with a freshly buzzed haircut. I wanted Lily to know she's not alone, E said proudly. Lily's tears turned to gratitude. Meanwhile, I consulted my lawyer friend Megan. She urged me to pursue a restraining order. By Thursday, the video had gone viral. Reporters called, dubbing Samantha the haircut aunt from hell. I refused to comment, focusing instead on getting it taken down. That evening, Derek, Samantha's husband, called. I've moved out. What she did is unforgivable. I gave a statement to police. I want to do what's right. On Friday, Aunt Patricia arrived with cookies and art supplies. I should have done more that day, she admitted. I enabled your mother and Samantha too long. No more. You and Lily have family who will stand with you. The weekend brought Kevin, who flew in from Seattle. His presence steadied Lily, and together we took her to a children's salon. A kind stylist shaped her hair into a chic pixie cut. It's actually kind of cool, Lily decided, smiling for the first time. Sunday evening, my father called, his voice heavy. Juliet, I failed you and Lily. I spent my life avoiding conflict, letting Margaret and Samantha hurt you. I'm in counseling now. I don't expect forgiveness, but I'm facing the truth. I'm so sorry. By Monday, exactly a week later, Lily and I stood taller. Court dates, therapy, and hard conversations lay ahead, but I knew now where my boundaries were. Generations of toxic patterns had broken point. 3 months later, Lily chose to keep her short hair. Therapy helped us both heal, and Samantha faced legal consequences, community service, mandatory counseling, and a restraining order. The family fractured, but new bonds grew. Aunt Patricia became a steady presence. My father slowly rebuilt trust. Kevin became more involved. My mother retreated into denial. Best of all, Lily grew stronger. She gave a classroom talk about bullying and boundaries, telling her peers, even if someone is family, they don't have the right to hurt you. And telling isn't tatlin. Gee, it's protecting yourself. Instead of toxic reunions, we built new traditions like trips, backyard movies, volunteering. Family is who treats you with love and respect. We told ourselves as Lily's 9th birthday approached. She asked, Mom, do you think people can change? Grandma and Aunt Samantha? Maybe, I said. If they do the hard work, like Grandpa is trying to. I'm not ready to see them again, she said. But maybe someday if they really change. Later, sitting alone with tea, I reflected on our new life. The betrayal still hurt, but it no longer controlled me. My father texted that my mother had agreed to therapy. Maybe change was possible, maybe not. Either way, I'd chosen truth over false harmony, love over toxic loyalty. And I would never mistake cruelty for care again. Family could wound deeply, but it could also be rebuilt. We were living proof.